Welcome. Welcome to Friday night Soulful Sundown here at Shelter Rock. I'm the Reverend Dr. Natalie Fenimore. I'm a minister here at this congregation, along with the Reverend Jay Brooks and the Reverend David Carl Olson, as well as our ministerial student this year, Errol de los Santos. Today, we're also really excited to have with us the Cosmic Orchestra. It's good to see you all here. Now, I want you to feel free to move around, sing, dance along with the music. We can worship with both our minds, our hearts, and our bodies. I also invite you to come to some of the get-togethers that we have here at Shelter Rock. On Sunday, our in-person Messiah Sing begins again after 2 years on Sunday at 2 o'clock. You are all welcome. There's a solstice service on December 21st. That's this next Wednesday at 3:30. It's the actual solstice, and we'll be here as the day gets dark. And we will lean into that darkness and lift up our praises for the fact that after that darkest night, we start heading back toward the sun. There will be a Hanukkah lunch after worship on December 18th. And for Christmas Eve, we have 2 services at 5 and 7 p.m. Please come and hear the singing, lift our voices up together. The coffee house that follows this worship is going to be really wonderful and will feature Lucy Kaplansky. I also ask that you would please come back here in the daytime and visit the beautiful grounds as a place for spiritual reflection. There are 100 acres here, wooded with trails, and even in the winter, it is very beautiful. A time to be in the silence, listen to the birds, perhaps get a glimpse of the coyotes from a distance, and spend some time with your spirit. Also, of course, join us for worship and fellowship on Sunday mornings here at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation at Shelter Rock. We come together Sundays at 11 a.m. in person and also live streamed. You can always catch videos of our services and many of our programs. Visit our website, UUCSR.org, to learn more. And I have a little bit more information to pass along. We ask that you be respectful of the different needs for distance and space that there are among us. Masking is still highly recommended. and you should always mask to sing. Also, in the back of the room, you'll find 2 candle boxes. Feel free to light a candle as you feel moved to do so. But please also remember not to gather in close groups when you are lighting candles. The boxes will be available all evening, so there's no need for anyone to get up all at once. A few at a time would be best as the Spirit moves you. To begin our service, I light this chalice, the symbol of Unitarian Universalism. This congregation welcomes you no matter where you are on your journey. Whether a believer, a doubter, a questioner, you are welcome here. Ours is a community which values and celebrates diversity. Ours is a community which celebrates life. We believe you need not think alike to love alike. We welcome you to join us as we seek to build a more just and joyful world. Let us worship together in the spirit of the season. Now, I will light our chalice. Here's a holiday song. It's a little unorthodox, but I love hearing it every year. And when I do, I have the purring voice of Eartha Kitt in my ear.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good. You check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. One little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. So, wretched excess. The gimme, gimme, gimme more of the season. The never enough for me of the season. The gluttony, the going into debt, the running over people in the shopping mall parking lots, the too much, the too many of it all. The part of the winter holidays that is all fire and no light. Glorious excess. All the bright light. We can appreciate and celebrate the desire too, the deeply needed impulse too, to make at least one day of the year really, really outstandingly special. We want to give our all and try to make the perfect day, which of course can't really ever happen except maybe for some small children and those of us who just spend the whole season watching those small children to our delight. The comic writer Mo Rocca writes this. He says, I love Christmas. Frosty the Snowman, peace on earth and mangers, Salvation Army bell ringers, reindeer, the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, office parties, and cookies. Christmas is a stocking stuffed with sugary goodness. I love the excess of Christmas. The shopping season that begins in September, the bad pop star recordings of Christmas carols, the decorations you don't know when to come down. For him, he says, on Christmas, my father kept the tree up until March. He hated to see it go. I love that, he says. Christmas is a big, garish, sprawling, devour everything in its path monster of a holiday. And thank goodness. People are nicer to each other around Christmas, well, except when they are trampling each other over for the latest gift at the mall. But they invite each other over to parties and give each other presents. What's not to love? I don't like Christmas scolds, he says. The ones who say it's too commercial. It's a big tent holiday. You can celebrate it religiously as the birth of Christ, or as the one time in the whole year your family gathers in one place together, or as an excuse to buy yourself the plasma 58-inch. I'm libertarian about Christmas, he says. Let everyone celebrate it in the way they want. Just one thing. No tasteful displays. You know, the tree with just white lights. I hate that, he says. That's what Mo Rocca says. That's how he feels. How do you feel? Like Mardi Gras partying and New Year's Eve reveling, Christmas excess can create a communal atmosphere with fewer boundaries between people. A time when our rituals and traditions are mobilized to reinforce and create relationships. The gifts are given and received, the meals shared, all bringing us together, holding us close, connecting us through our sharing. Maybe we need this excess of togetherness from time to time, with all its challenges. Maybe we still need to sit together by the fire on winter nights like cavemen did, like hunter-gatherers, like farmers. We are still trying to get through the long, cold winter by helping each other out, by sharing what we have so that we can all have something. Some cultures and faith traditions really stretch this out as much as they can. There really are 12 days of Christmas, from the birth of Jesus to the visit of the Magi, Epiphany. Special foods, prayers, singing, family gatherings for all 12 of those days. It may seem unconnected to a religious celebration, but many of these feasting holidays are also a time for us to connect with our bodies, our appetites. We eat, we drink, maybe too much, but we are more free to enjoy the food and drink, putting our worry about overdoing off until after the holidays. Permission is given to enjoy yourself, even to excess, to enjoy your senses, to be with your body, to be with your heart, to be with your spirit, to put aside the often puritanical impulses present in our culture. And there's Hanukkah. Hanukkah this month. Again, a time of more and more. Days and days, 8 days of celebration. The Jewish tradition actually commands Hanukkah to be a multi-day party. A recognition that there is a bit of a miracle in all the times of excess. Humans know all too well that our lives can turn from more to less in a minute. How sudden was our pandemic lockdown? How sudden was our aloneness? Hanukkah celebrates the moment of having what you need when you need it, what you want when you have to have it. Recognizing that this is a miracle. And then, on top of that, there's all the fried food. Glorious excess. Now, we can call it excess, but we can also choose to look at it as a celebration of abundance. If what we offer is offered from the heart, if we give with a feeling of generosity and appreciation, it is a celebration of our ability to live with a spirit of abundance. The Reverend Kathy Edwards, the minister at nearby St. Paul's African Methodist Episcopal Church in Great Neck, said this to me: "We give because we can give. We receive because of what has been given. We are never then without. Imagine living that way, giving and receiving, and therefore never being without. Have you ever written an abundance list? Listing all that you are thankful for, all those you appreciate having in your life. If your holiday shopping list aligns with your abundance list, your gift giving will be excessively joyful. So now we will have a chance to be excessively joyful. Our offering. Let us give in excess from our abundant spirits. Our collections this month goes to 2 community nonprofit groups. The AIDS Center of Queens County, ACQC, which serves 10,000 HIV clients and 30,000 community residents at 5 sites, making it the largest provider of HIV and AIDS services in Queens. And the North Shore Soup Kitchen, with more than 100 volunteers feeding the hungry in the Glen Cove area. Please make contributions on our website or through PayPal or text message. If you are on site, there is a donation box in the lobby. Give to those in need with exuberant generosity. Now, of course, there's also the excess of conflicting feelings this season, the holiday blues.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river that I could skate away on. Yeah, but it don't snow here, stays pretty green. Make a lot of money with this crazy scene. Oh, I wish I had a river that I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so wide I would teach my feet to fly away. Well, I wish I had a river that I could skate away. Tried hard to help me, put me at ease. Loved me so, daughter, made me weak in my knees. Oh, I wish I had that I could skate away on. But I'm so hard to handle, selfish and I'm sad, and I'm lost in the baby that I've ever had. Oh, I wish I had that I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so wide, teach my feet to fly away. Wish I had a river that I could skate away. Well, I made my baby cry, and I made my baby say goodbye, and I wish I had a river that I could skate away. Well, I wish I had a river so wide to teach my feet to fly away. And I wish I had a river that I could skate away. Well, I made my baby cry, and I made my baby say goodbye, and I wish I had a river that I could skate away. And I could skate away. I could skate away.
Sometimes this season, and other times when we gather together, brings both an excess of joy and an excess of sadness, sometimes an excess of tears, sometimes tears of needed cleansing, sometimes tears that just flow like rivers. So now, breathe deeply. Let it out slowly. We will hold so much together in the winter as we come together. In our families, with our friends, in this community, we will hold so much. Breathe deeply. Let it out slowly. One thing in which there can be no excess of is feeling. Breathe deeply. Let it out slowly. I offer you these words written by Clark Wells. He tells his story. Several years ago, shortly after twilight, our 3.5-year-old tried to gain his parents' attention to a shining star. The parents were busy with time and schedules, the irritabilities of the day, and other worthy preoccupations. Yes, yes, we see the star, but now I'm busy. Don't bother me. On hearing this, the young one launched through the porch door, fixed us with a fiery gaze, and said, "You be glad at that star." I will not forget the incident or his perfect words. It was one of those rare moments when you get everything you need for the good of your soul. A reprimand, disclosure, and blessing. It was especially good for me, that surprising moment, because I am one who responds automatically and negatively to the usual exhortations to pause and be more appreciative of life, unquote. Fortunately, I was caught off guard. There is a notion with some truth to it that we cannot command joy, happiness, appreciation, fulfillment. We do not engineer the seasons of the soul or enjoin the quality of mood in another. And yet, I do believe that it is right and wisdom in that imperative declaration, you be glad at that star. If we cannot impel ourselves into a stellar gladness, we can at least clean the duct from the lens of our perceptions. If we cannot dictate our fulfillment, we can at least steer in the right direction. If we cannot exact a guarantee of a more appreciative awareness of our world, for persons and stars and breathing and tastes and the incalculable gifts of every day, we can at least prescribe some of the conditions through which an increased awareness is more likely to open up the skies for us and for our children. It is not always the great evils that obstruct and waylay our joy. It is our unnecessary and undignified surrender to the petty enemies. And I suggest it is our duty to scheme against them and make them subservient to human decree, time and schedules, our irritabilities of the day and other worthy preoccupations should be set aside. Matters more subtle and humane should command our lives. You be glad at that star. As Wells writes, and as so many of us experience, we cannot make our lives push aside the sadness that may surround us in the season, along with the exuberance. There are many legitimate reasons to be blue this season. Still, being together, valuing one another, can help us to find our way to the direction of joy. So we are gathered together to help each other through. We've got our love to keep us warm.
The snow is snowy, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember the worst December. Just watch those icicles fall. What do I care if icicles fall? I got my love to keep me warm. Both with my overcoat, off with my glove. Who needs an overcoat? I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire. The flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. Yeah. I got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. Who needs it? So I will weather the storm. Why do I care how much it may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. I got my love to keep me warm. Oh, I got my love to keep me warm.
So we've got our love to keep us warm. So go now and revel in the season's holy and joy-filled overabundance. You deserve to experience all the too much of life from time to time. You are meant to spread it all around and sometimes have much too much of everything. Enjoy. We extinguish our chalice, but not the light of this community. Go in peace, and in the words of Somerset Maugham, excess on occasion is exhilarating. It prevents moderation from acquiring the deadening effect of a habit. Go in peace. See you next month.
There's coffee and tea, some cookies. Hang out with me.